A pleasant day to each and every one of you. I am Jana Anticamara and Wendy Grace Aguilon. Today we will going to tackle about the seven principles of communication. So what is the essence of these principles? These principles provide a particular framework which will help you make your communication more informative and effective. So the first principles of communication is the clarity. Clarity means that the idea or message to be communicated should be clearly spelled out. It should be worded in such a way that the receiver understands the same thing which the sender wants to convey. A clear message will evoke the same response from the other's party. If the message is written, it should be written responsible. Meanwhile, if the message is spoken, it should be speaker responsible. But wait, what does that mean? It means to say that the primary rule of the writer or speaker is to ensure that the message is clear by using simple words or language. Upon doing such, it will empower clarity, which is fundamental towards the concept of sustaining an effective communication ahead. So, what is the importance of clarity in the communication process? Clarity allows our message to be easily understood. It enhances the power of transparency by unveiling one's thoughts and ideas. It lessens the blues of misinterpretation. Example, when you make a phone call, send an email, or simply talk at a meeting, avoid spending much time on unnecessary details. Keep it straight to the point. It is very confusing for the people you talk to if you don't give them the clear information that they need and misguide them. Being specific is a symbol of respect to others, to their and your time. The second principles of communication is the completeness. From the root word complete, meaning your message in the communication process does not lack any detail. So when you speak something, it should have complete details in the statement, in the sentences. Example, let's say your parents are asking you to buy something in the store or from the store. Let's say your mother asked you to buy shampoo. She told you to buy this product, okay? She asked to give you the brand name. What else? The color, the size, which will make her message or her statement complete. And because of that, unnecessary efforts will be avoided. Okay? You don't have to come back because you forget a detail of what you should buy. Okay? You will save your effort. You will save confusion because the message that was being sent to you was complete. Did you understand? I hope you do. So let us make our message complete to be effective. So the third principles of communication is the coherence. This refers to the smooth flow of ideas in a text. Example, often we find ourselves clarifying emails that we have sent because the other person was confused about the action he had to take or the number of tasks to be performed. These are main strategies that will make your waiting coherent. So the first is organizing your ideas in a logical order, and the second is connecting them effectively by using translation words and phrases. The fourth principles of communication is the conciseness. A concise speaking increases a process fluency or how easy it is for the brain to process a message. So how do we practice concise communication or how to speak more concisely? First, plan what you want to say. One of the best ways to ensure you speak concisely is to plan what you would like to say before you start speaking. Second, be mindful or over explaining. Third, try to refrain from using filler words. A filler words is an apparently meaningless. So why we should avoid filler words? Word, phrase, or sound that marks a pause or hesitation in speech, like sort of you know. There's nothing wrong with filler words when you use them excessively. However, they can detract from your confidence and credibility. Imagine presenting a strong recommendation to your board of directors and using in between every word. So the constant fillers would undermine your message.
The fifth principle of communication is credibility. There are ways to increase your communication credibility. First, show concern. People will care about you and more importantly, trust you when you care about them. Number two, admit what you don't know. Be honest. It is also a sign of a trusted person. It is what makes us a credible person or a trusted person. Number three, avoid exaggeration or we should avoid overstating. Our message should be just clear and concise. Four, keep confidence. Number five, accept responsibility. You must be a trusted source of information and decision making among team, and you should have these two main factors of credibility, which are competence and character. The higher the credibility of a speaker, the greater the opinion change of an audience. You can establish credibility with your audience by mentioning your expertise in the particular field in which you are speaking. Credibility can also refer to the reputation of a speaker. And high credibility will allow you to communicate effectively and efficiently because you will be trusted and can articulate your message clearly. How important is credibility in public speaking? For instance, by establishing credibility in a speech, the audience will understand that the speaker has integrity, they are competent, they are rationally sensitive. When we say rationally sensitive, when you apologize after an argument when you know it was your fault, and when you have the sound of judgment. Sound of judgment can also be defined as one's ability to objectively assess situations or circumstances using the relevant information and apply past experience in order to come to a conclusion or make decision. So the sixth principle of communication is correctness. It implies that there should be no grammatical errors in communication. How is correctness an effective measure to overcome communication barrier? There are effective ways you can overcome barriers to effective communication. Make your ideas clear before communicating. Therefore, we should use simple words to present our ideas. Spark curiosity with your words and connect your points. So it is not only your goal as a speaker to discuss and deliver the message, but it is your goal to make your audience understand and sink in their mind what is the message you brought and what is the importance of the message that you've been discussing to the audience. How do you communicate your ideas clearly? Be concise and be memorable. Ensure the time of your communication is good. How do you communicate your ideas clearly? Be concise and be memorable. Ensure the limit of your communication is good or the time of your communication is good. Use a language your listener can understand. Make your message to the point and short. And check if the other person has understood your message. The seventh principle of communication is continuity. How do you ensure continuity in communication? For example, the increased use of mobile devices has prompted the need for efficient mobility management protocols to ensure continuity of communication sessions as users switch connection between available wireless networks. So providing communities with feedback is an effective way to maintain continuity of communication. It was said there that continuity provides clear and consistent communication. That refers to something occurring in an uninterrupted state or on a steady, ongoing basis. For example, when you are always there for your child to listen to him or her and care for her or him always, every single day, it is also an example of a situation where you give your child a sense of continuity.